What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter wanted me to break down the honeymoon phase. Alright guys, so what y'all guys need to understand about the honeymoon phase as I coined it. I've heard honeymoon phase before me, so I don't want to say that like I coined it. It's been around for a while. He even had a motherfucking show called The Honeymooners in like the fucking 50s or 40s or whatever. But anyway, the honeymoon phase to me, because everybody might have a different interpretation of the honeymoon phase, is at the beginning of the relationship or you dating a woman that's you're talking to, everything's just so easy for you. And I'm taking it from our perspective, right? I'm a male dating coach. All right, so it goes both ways, right? I'm just talking about from our perspective, all right? Obviously, it's for women too, but I'm just taking it from our perspective. Well, the woman just makes everything so easy for you. It just seems like she's all over you. You can say, hey, come see me at 3 o'clock in the morning. She'll come. She's so feminine. She's so affectionate. Whatever you say, whenever you spend time with her, y'all never argue. She just lets you lead. You're the man. And then she gets used to your little crusty ass. All right? And then the honeymoon phase ends. That's what the honeymoon phase is, guys. The honeymoon phase causes more insecurities in men than anything else a woman can do. Guys expect that just because a woman was like this at the beginning of the relationship, that a year later, they are comparing her to that. For the record, guys, the honeymoon phase doesn't have to end. It don't. It ends because you guys let women get comfortable. See, you know where all that affection and stuff coming in at the beginning and all that feminine energy? That's because at that very moment, she's trying to earn you. She wants you to like her. It's a subconscious thing. It's not like she wake up in the morning and have something, oh, I need to do this. So he's like, no, it's subconscious. She likes you. She wants you to like her. So she's putting her best foot forward. Now, obviously, we do it too. But like I said, I'm just taking it from the man's perspective. Obviously, guys put their best forward. Y'all guys are taking girls to all these good places at the beginning of the relationship. Y'all spontaneous, fucking her in the car, fucking her in the park. And then 6 months later, she lucky she can goddamn get a rise at you once a week. All right, so it happens to women too. I'm just taking it from our perspective. All right. So she put her best foot forward, got you to like her, you done got comfortable, and now all that energy that she put in to like you since she has it, it's human nature to get comfortable. Do y'all guys understand that? Take it like this. It's sort of like when you start a job and they put you on that 90 days probation, which means that you can only get so many lates, so many tardies, so many absentees, so many write-ups or whatever. You on your best behavior. And then once you make it past that probationary period, what happens? You can afford to miss more days now, because now they like double the amount of days you can miss and double the amount of tardies you can have, right? And so now you start getting comfortable. You think your ass got it made now. And so now you kick back and relax. That's the same way. That's human fucking nature. So what's the issue with that? Don't let the woman get comfortable. The honeymoon phase doesn't have to end. I've been dating a woman right here now. How long I've been in Atlanta? 9 months. Going on 10 months almost. 9 months. And she still treats me like that. I don't give her no certainty. Long as you don't give her no certainty, the honeymoon phase will continue, because she she doesn't never feel like she has you like that. Do y'all guys understand? When a woman feel like she has you like that, now she doesn't have to put her best foot forward. If you give her uncertainty, the honeymoon phase doesn't have to end. The issue is most people at some point will. And I've had that happen to me in the past, but I've been hog set on not having it happen anymore. I told y'all guys what happened to the infamous Sunday chick. Even I, the great AMS, got fucking comfortable. Do y'all guys understand that? Even I got fucking comfortable. Stop creating that sexual attention. Stop bringing that sexual charisma. Just got relaxed. Not too much. I'm not goofy or nothing like that. Just stop bringing that sexual passion. All right, that sexual intensity that you need to keep her on her toes. So the issue with the honeymoon phase, guys, as far as showing you guys showing insecurities, what ends up happening is when the woman stops, being so, affectionate and stuff like that, guys immediately think she's fucking somebody else. One thing y'all guys can do to get rid of that issue altogether about whether a woman is sleeping with someone, I always just assume every girl I date is talking to another dude. So to kill that insecurity, guys, the best way to be is just always assume she's talking to somebody. All right, if you try to take it from the perspective that I know she ain't fucking around nobody else, what ends up happening is when you see little shit, it's gonna fuck with you. Always just take it from the perspective that I know she's a woman, she's probably doing what she's supposed to. I'm dating other guy, so she's dating other girls, so she's dating other guys. You just always, that'll kill that insecurity altogether. If you show any insecurities to a woman, any insecurities, what you just revealed to her that she's higher value than you, and you feel that she can do better than you. That's what you just subconsciously submitted to her. You don't even know, but that's what you just said to her. You feel threatened that she can attract a better man than you. That's what you're saying whenever you show insecurities. Never show insecurities. What I told you guys, you are what you think you are. If you think you're a 10, you're a 10. If you think you're a 7, you're a 7. You are what you think you are. And when you show insecurities like that, what you just revealed to the woman is, I got you by luck. And I know you can do better. And that's why I'm so insecure in that you might be talking to somebody else. You never do that. It is a dead turnoff. Just always assume she's probably talking to somebody else to begin with it. Don't fucking worry about it. Y'all guys been over here listening to me all this long time. This should be ingrained in y'all brains by now. That should not be an insecurity to no guy by now. What a woman doing. I come out the bathroom some nights, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we in there watch TV. She on her phone. She say, she could very well be going through Google. She could be very well checking her social media because I went to the bathroom. Do y'all guys understand what I'm saying? Insecurities will have you say something. You should only say something is once you come out, she's still. But if you come out and she put her phone down, you should not say nothing. She's not disrespecting you. When you came out, now she's giving you her undivided attention. Even though it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But what if she was just checking the news? What if she was just on MSNBC.com to see what's going on? What if she was just scrolling through Instagram or Facebook? If you say so, who you texting? Who you on the phone with? Here it goes. Now she knows you're insecure. Guess what that causes? That causes a loss of attraction that subconsciously causes her to pull back a little bit more because you just showed the insecurity. Why did you show the insecurity? Because she's not giving you the same validation that she was. It seems like she's slipping away. So as soon as you saw her on the phone, you immediately went to, aha, gotcha. Who you on the phone with? Do y'all guys get that? So the only way you're going to be able to do that, guys, is how I feel. I almost dare a woman to go out and find a better man than me. That's how I feel about it. I'm a high value man that's on my purpose. I consider myself not a bad looking good dude. If you can do better, go do better. Because I'll replace your ass tomorrow. That's the mindset that I have with that. But from my experience in dating and stuff like this, as in with me in the past, like a lot of you guys don't understand, my experience and my wisdom comes from making a lot of mistakes in the past. In the past, I have accused especially the hot chicks in my 20s, not since I, started accepting female nature. I actually accepted female nature way long before I came to YouTube, right? But in my early 20s, I used to, if I liked a girl and I saw her doing something and I caught her doing something, whatever, I immediately started accusing her of something. And why would I do that? The honeymoon phase. Maybe she wasn't giving me that much validation. So you instantly think, aha, there's somebody else. Okay, guys? And it's not nobody else. The novelty has just worn off. Now, most of you guys might not be good at keeping a woman on her toes the way you're supposed to. Like I teach you guys. And you say, well, AMS, how you keep a woman on her toes? Once I built the attachment, I let her do 100% of the pursuing. I don't see her no more than 2 days out the week. And when she's around me, I don't give her validation. I don't tell her how beautiful she is and all this type of stuff. I keep her on her toes. That keeps her emotions like in turmoil, which keeps her chasing my validation. If you do that, that keeps her in that honeymoon phase because she don't feel like she got you. That keeps her feminine. That keeps her submissive because she don't feel like she got you. As soon as she feel like she got you, she start putting her best foot forward. You start sending a little bit more masculine energy. And it also creates insecurities in you guys. Okay, guys? So that is what the honeymoon phase is, guys. Never show insecurities in a relationship ever. If the woman has pulled back, a lot of times it's just the honeymoon phase ended. Like I said, you guys the honeymoon phase doesn't have to end if you know what you're doing. But even if you don't know what you're doing, when the honeymoon phase does end, do not show insecurities. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later. What's up, fellas? So this was me Friday night, hanging with a new chick I just put in my rotation. Graduated her to the rotation. Real feminine. Don't give me no issues, so I'm gonna put her in the rotation for Thursday or Friday, one day, just depending on which day is available for me. This was actually her birthday, and so I took her to STK. Yeah, real good girl. So that'll give me right there 2 solids and the potential. All right, so that's what I'm working with right now. Had a real good time with her. She took me back home, and she's following the rules. So any of y'all guys who know what my rules is, any girl that comes to my house, she's not allowed to wear clothes in the house. That's my feminine test. All right, if a woman bucks against that rule right there, even if I fuck her, she can't go into my rotation. She's not feminine and submissive enough for me. And so she was cool with that. This was me Saturday hanging out with my other chick. Had to check a guy who was staring at her a little too hard. I ain't like that shit. I took it as disrespect because I was right there with her and he just kind of like staring. Not, kind of disrespectful to me. Maybe I overreacted, but who gives a fuck? Of course, guys, don't do that. That's just something I do. Try to handle it a little bit better than that. But me, that's just how I handle it. What's up, fellas? So this is probably a video I should have made a long time ago, but I'm gonna get into it right now. So got a guy that now he's getting choosing signals from women that rejected him in the past. So basically this is like the old Mike Jones back then. They didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all owe me. All right, guys, so, and I'm gonna keep this brief, right? That's why I hadn't done this video yet, but because it ain't a whole lot to unpack. But the situation with this guy is as simple as this. A lot of the times, the women start sending you choosing signals after you done did the self-improvement. It's going to be because you guys don't know how much it improves your confidence, your swag. For all y'all guys saying, well, damn, how the hell can they see that? Guys, have y'all guys ever seen a basketball player on the court who was going through like a little slump, or a baseball player? Then you kind of see how they kind of like, they body language, they look unconfident, like they just out of their game. And have y'all guys seen when a basketball player just sit there, he just think he the man, he think he the shit? Have y'all ever seen that? Y'all guys ever seen how Steph Curry sometimes when he be hot, how he be doing all this, how he just overconfident and cocky and he just like doing all this, that, and the other. Or like when you see a football player, when he know what he man, he kind of sprints out to the field like this. And then you see a guy who done missed his last, like say he in a 5-game slump, he's shooting 25% from the field. And you could just see it in his body language. He's just unconfident, even if he's an all-star player, right? Guys, confidence shows in your body language. That is always going to be the number one thing that attracts women. Always. Unless, let's just take status out of it, right? Just for the average guy, confidence is always going to be. Like I tell you guys, I don't care how you get the confidence, as long as you get the confidence. The thing is, you just want to make sure that's what attracted them and not say you making some money now. Now, we fuck those hoes too. The difference is, I don't want you going trying to wife one of them hoes right there. That's the issue. Because that's when you're going to get burnt. For all my purple pill brothers. I don't want you getting in some serious or, getting married or even in a relationship and catching feelings and getting attached to a woman who only got with you because your finances increased. All right? I want her to get with you because your swagger increased, and maybe that swagger came from you doing the self-improvement. Who fuck knows? It don't matter. It came from doing that, and so she's with you. Like I tell you guys, you can always tell by how she is with you. If you're with a woman that's with you for anything monetarily, she gonna have a tendency to talk about how the job is going, how the contract. So like me having my own security company in New York, when I was with women who viewed me as a beta male provider, they was always just curious to want to know how the business was doing. Ain't that nice? They just some curious motherfuckers. They just, at the kindness of their heart, they just want to know how business doing. How, any new contracts? Oh, ain't that nice? They just curious about the businesses. I'm quite sure they had nothing to do with them viewing me as a beta male provider. The women who was with me for my swagger and my confidence, and maybe they was physically attracted to me, never asked a question about my business. Ever. They never asked a question. The only thing they wanted to know is, how many licks does it get to the to the Tootsie Roll of a Tootsie Pop? That's what they wanted to know. How many licks before he come? That's what they was concerned with. So you can always tell when a woman is with you for you, and when a woman is with you because she views you as a beta male provider. Like I tell you, we fuck those hoes too. I'm just saying you don't want to get in a relationship with them. So for all my guys on here that's doing the self-improvement and you're going to start getting choosing signals and things like this here from women that rejected you or ignored you in the past, assume that it's, from the swagger, the confidence that you're getting from doing the self-improvement. If it's a girl that you see asks you a lot of business questions, she just cares about your business so much. I'm quite sure she has a good reason for caring about, did you get that new contract? You ever thought about doing the business over here? You always get those kind of questions from women who view you as a beta male provider. Beside the fact that, they never initiate sex and things like that. You don't get blowjobs and they do the bare minimum. Women who view you as an alpha male, women who are attracted to you from your confidence, all right, and your swagger, those are going to be the ones that are going to be all over you, affectionate and everything. You can't keep them off of you. Always want to have sex, always initiating sex, all that type of stuff. And from my experience, when I dealt with women like that, they never seemed to care about my business. Ever seem to care about my business. What happens is you have a lot of beta males, they'll fucking ruin it by thinking that they need to talk about their business. And when you do that, guys, when you with a woman like that and you talk about she will start to view you as a beta male. I've made that mistake in the past too. Women view me as an alpha male, and I'm sitting up here talking about, I got this going on and that, thinking that, I'm trying to, when I had to do nothing. But like I tell you guys, my wisdom comes from making a whole bunch of mistakes. I did not come out my mama pussy a fucking alpha male. I came out a beta male just like the fucking rest of y'all. Putting pussy on the fucking pedestal. Made a fucking lot of mistakes and learned from them. That's where my wisdom comes from. Okay, guys? But yes, you're going to start getting choosing signals once you do the self-improvement. But I would say at least 90% of the time, it's going to be from the swagger. It will, listen, it will sometimes, the money. Like I told you guys, I had improved the girls that had me in the friend zone. I told y'all guys about this. All of a sudden, they want to fuck now because they thought I was making some money because I went and took that little income tax and bought some little dumb shit, and they thinking like I'm balling or something now. So yes, but I was not dumb enough to think like all of a sudden they love me or they wanna like they gonna be my girlfriend. No, I was in the friend zone when you thought I was broke, and I'm still broke, but you think I got some money and now you gonna give me some pussy? You think I'm gonna get in a relationship with some shit like that? Hell fucking no. So just treat it like that, guys. All right, I'll get back with you guys later. All right, guys. So Sunday I went to the Georgia Aquarium, and I did the infield vlog on Saturday, so be on the lookout for that in about 2 weeks. Let them get it done. So I should have that by the first. We already did it. I was gonna do a date, but the girl pushed the time back. All right, so y'all know I canceled it. She tried to push it back an hour. I wasn't upset about it and then like that. She was coming back in town and she had pushed it back an hour. And so I just told her, let's do it some other time. And so instead, since I already had paid him for it, we just went and did pickup at the mall. All right, so be on the lookout for that in about 2 weeks. Whenever he get it to me, he said about 2 weeks. So I was happy to do that, trying to evolve the channel. But Sunday went to the Georgia Aquarium and had a good time. This is my first time going. Y'all, some of y'all guys might remember me saying this before, but I'm into animals and shit like that. So I'm into species, and this was the jellyfish. It's more like a kid's exhibit, but still, I wanted to go. Never had been since I've been in Atlanta. That was my first time going to the zoo a couple of weeks ago. I had showed y'all guys. So if y'all guys in Atlanta and shit, and y'all into stuff like this, make sure y'all check out the Georgia Aquarium. And afterwards, we went to the Buckhead Saloon and listened to some live music. Had a real good time with my Saturday chick. So check out Buckhead Saloon if y'all guys are ever in Atlanta. Also, real good spot. What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron. Well, I don't know how loyal he is. This might be his first month pledging, but I had a patron supporter that said there's no such thing as an alpha husband. Because on my previous video, I was talking about leaving the girls I stayed with, and he was basically saying I wasn't married, so that's the same thing. Guys, let me tell y'all guys something. First of all, AMS doesn't follow any MGTOW or red pill rhetoric. Do y'all guys know what rhetoric is? Rhetoric is when there's a certain beliefs about something, and so you just follow behind that blindly without thinking for yourself. AMS thinks for himself. I don't just follow anything nobody says. I think for myself. Now, you know, the red pill philosophy is that if you get married, you're automatically beta and you lose all your power. And that would be true 99.9% of the time, or at least 99% of the time. I give you that if you do get married, you do lose the leverage and the power 99% of the time. I wouldn't lose leverage. AMS ain't gonna lose shit. Let me tell y'all guys something. When I moved to New York with that girl, right? And I wrote about this in my purpose book. When I moved to New York with her, I knew that I had nowhere to go if things went bad. All right, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all guys think that took more balls from me leaving a girl and being homeless in a different state, or Jeff Bezos losing X amount of billions of dollars, even though, he's still gonna have, tens of billions of dollars left? Which one y'all think? Him losing 37 billion and still being a billionaire, or my ass being homeless? Do y'all guys think Dr. Dre losing $400 million took more balls for him to call quits on that, opposed to me being homeless? Dr. Dre still got $400 million. Jeff Bezos still got tens of billions of dollars. As in the words of Chris Rock, so what? You ain't starving. In my situation, well, I'm in a woman apartment place. She is being acting masculine energy or whatever, thinking that I'm supposed to be the beta because I'm in her place. That ain't gonna work for me. Your place or not. So I always stood my ground. Do y'all got? I could have been like, oh, I ain't gonna have nowhere to go, so just, don't rock the boat. Fuck that. And for about a day and a half in New York with no family and very little money, I was homeless. But I hadn't got that security job. Went to work that night, and the girl, not that night, it's the next night. One of the girls who was working there, the bouncers working there, she said, "Damn, you look tired. What's wrong? What's wrong with you?" And I was reluctant to tell her. And I just said, fuck it. I told her, I said, me and my girl done got into it, and I said, I don't really know where I'm gonna go stay. I had all my stuff in my car and came to work. Went to my boss man house to take a shower before work. All right? Wasn't gonna ask him to stay. I told him what the situation was, and I told him, I'll make do or whatever. I didn't want to ask him. He didn't know me like that. All right? But I told him I need to come there and take a shower before work. Told her at work, and normally I don't tell people my business, but for some reason I told her. And I told her that, I didn't even know where the fuck I was gonna go stay when I got out of work that morning, right? And she said she had a little spot in Brooklyn, a basement, little apartment that she wasn't using, that it was her boyfriend's spot, and that she was just keeping it for him because he had went to jail. And that was where I stayed at for the next 6 years. Guys, that's pretty much the only place I could have stayed. I had just got a job, right? Nobody would have let me move in. I just had got a job. I had very little savings. Credit wasn't that good at the time. I don't think my credit score was maybe like 600, if that, right? So the perfect scenario just so happened to fell in my lap. I was actually sitting there contemplating that I might have to go back home. At the end of the day, guys, you can be alpha in any situation if you're willing to walk away. Now, when I did that in Alabama, the girl would come back, right? This girl didn't come back. You don't walk away so she can come back. Fuck her. You walk away because you demand respect as a fucking man. So whether you married with 3 kids, a house, and 2 cars, you got to be willing to say, you going to respect me, you going to follow me, you going to submit to me, or I'm out this motherfucker. Period. I don't give a fuck what you have to lose. Period. And if she want to come back and submit after she see that you ain't playing, then fine. Now, for you guys on here that's saying, well, it's impossible why would a woman want to come back if she has that much leverage and she's giving you that much? See, these are guys that are coming like from the black pill side of YouTube, and they never been that dude that had women wrapped around their finger. They always been like that little loser beta male type dude because they just accept that. I don't believe nobody is destined for that. You accepted that. All right, you accepted yourself as that. Because if any of you guys know anything about women, you've been around long enough to know, well, let me just say it like this. I had bad bitches in love with me in the goddamn basement. And I ain't have shit. I had a girl, my computer went out on my Chrysler 300. I had a bad bitch help pay for it. You not gonna tell me. Some of you guys just think that the only way you can get a woman is money. And that's bullshit. Bullshit. I had a girl help me pay to get my car fixed when I was in the basement. She stayed in a nice place in the city, and she was bad, and she drive the Porsche Cayenne. All right? Had a good job, making like 200 grand a year, and she was bad. You're not gonna tell me. I had a bunch of bad ones in there. So you're not gonna tell me. If you, let's hypothetically say you make $1 million a year, right? And let's hypothetically say if you divorce your wife, right, that she would get half of it. But you know what? If she was attached to you, she'll rather have you than that $500,000. Anybody who knows anything about women would know that I'm sitting here telling you the truth. Let me tell you something. If you're a dude that's on your purpose and you go to making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year, but you know what? You ain't really got her mind like that. You ain't got her soul like that. Some broke dude who work at hardest will take your fucking woman. With just the way he make her feel. She will be taking your money and giving it to him to pay his bills. Any of you guys y'all guys obviously don't know much. You just accept, see y'all go there, y'all watch all this red pill rhetoric and you just accept, it's like beta male rhetoric, if you ask me, okay, more than red pill. It's like you just accept that, oh, money, woman. Do women, are some women only gonna be with a man for money? Yes. Yes, I'm not, do money attract more women? Yes, I'm not gonna, I told you guys, I'm never gonna lie to you guys. I'm never gonna lie to you guys. Does money help? Yes, but if you think that that's the only value that you have to a woman, that's because that's what you think. If you make a fucking woman pussy tingle, she will leave a dude that has something. Or at the very least, she'll be fucking around with you. In some situations, the woman will leave that to come be with your broke ass. If you know how to make her feel right. If you know how to make her chase your validation. If you know how to make her orgasm. Which mostly gonna come from the mental stimulation. So you can be, and if you think that every guy who's married out of scarcity, well, that's just ludicrous. That's just ridiculous. I don't know no other way to say it. Justin Bieber did not get married out of scarcity. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, did not get married out of scarcity. More than likely, like I tell you guys, your paternal instincts kicked in. Your paternal instincts will kick in more than your fucking scavenger hormones will, where you want to just fuck everything. At some point, you're going to want to get to a point, a lot of you guys, where you want to have a family. Do 99% of men get married out of scarcity? Yes. I probably give you that. But it's not a done conclusion. It's always going to be outliers. There's always going to be guys that just like, I want to start a family. I want to settle down. And be a family man. I want my kids to have my last name. I think that any man who gets married in abundance is alpha, in my opinion. I know some of you guys are just hardcore red pill guys, and that's fine. I think for myself, and you free to think for yourself. And I know the saying as in with the red pill stuff and stuff is that if you get married, you're a bitch. If you get married, you're a bitch. You get in a relationship, you're a bitch. I think that if you get in a relationship or you get married out of abundance, you can be alpha. As long as the woman respects you, you can be alpha. That's just you making a decision that I really don't want to fuck 3-4 girls no more at a time. I don't really got no use for it. I do. I'm just saying you might not. I do. I can. If I can fuck 10 bitches at a time, if it just interfere with my purpose. The reason I don't want to fuck that many bitches now because it'll fuck with my purpose. I got shit to do. I ain't got time to fuck with bitches all day, but I got time to fuck with a good 2-3 girl rotation. I can fuck with that. At least a 2. 3 is optional, but 2 is good. Because I love what I do. I love this more than I love fucking bitches at this point in my life. That's how I feel about it. I love what God has blessed me to be able to do. But yes, you can be an alpha husband. You just have to always be willing to walk away if the woman is not submitting to you. Always. That's all it takes. If you're a beta male husband, that's because you accepted that. And that's what you think you are. It is guys that is married that women are attached to them. The woman would rather have them than what the woman could get if she left them. That's what I call an alpha male husband. If the woman would rather keep you than leave you and get half of what you got, I'm just taking that you don't got a prenup, or nothing like that. It's women out there that would rather have the man than get half of his shit. I know that shocks the shit out of some of you guys, because y'all guys, you have labeled yourself, you have deemed yourself as a beta male, and you won't see yourself as nothing else, as nothing but a provider, and that's on you. That's on you. I tell you guys that all the time. That is bullshit. I don't care how short you are, how ugly you think you are. To somebody, you can be an alpha male, in my opinion. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.